A few years ago, using Airbnb was frequently much less expensive than booking a hotel. However, they are now essentially the same price range, if not more expensive. Even though staying in an Airbnb has many benefits, it doesn't have to be expensive. Be the first booking on a new Airbnb listing. Okay, so this first part of advice is something people have recently learned from their own Airbnb reservations. It has quickly turned into a favorite method for getting a deal on Airbnb because it avoids awkward haggling with the host. The first few bookings of a new listing on Airbnb are frequently eligible for a special 20% discount. This is great for us as the renters and helps the host secure their first few reservations, which allows them to get some reviews too. So all we do after entering the search criteria is scroll through and check out the new listings. A new tag will be added by Airbnb to the listing to let you know it's just been added. So we sort through to find the new ones that have 20% first booking offers. Obviously, given the lack of reviews on the listing, these can be a little riskier. Since that's the case, you may look into who the host is and see if they have any reviews from other properties, or you could always contact the host and ask for a little more info if need be. Recently, we spent 5 weeks traveling around Australia's Gold Coast. We stayed in Coolangatta for 2 weeks and the Miami suburb for 3 weeks. Here, we targeted new listings with a 20% discount when looking for Airbnbs because we had long stays and also received additional long stay discounts. More on this in the next tip. Long stay Airbnb discounts. Long stay discounts are definitely one of the advantages of slow travel. For stays lasting longer than a week and/or a month, hosts frequently offer a discounted rate. Heck, we just discovered a 70% savings for a month stay. In Florida, the condo was directly on the beach. As a result, if you're staying somewhere for 6 nights, add another night to make it 7, and you'll discover that it's frequently less expensive than 6 nights, regardless of whether you spend the extra night. The same is true of 28 nights as opposed to 27 nights. The majority of our Airbnb stays last 2 weeks to 1 month, and we typically only accept discounts of 10% or higher. But for stays of a month or more, 30% to 40% are typical. When making reservations outside of busy times of year, this works even better. The best times to book on Airbnb at a discount are during the shoulder seasons. Let's move on to the next segment for the simplest advice anyone will ever give you. But before that, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more useful content like this going forward. Ask the Airbnb host for a discount. You won't get what you don't ask for. It's also possible to get in touch with the host before making your Airbnb reservation and merely request a discount. It's possible that your host will give you a deal since they can give guests a special rate. It goes without saying that you won't get it for less if you ask a very well-known Airbnb for a sizable discount when they could easily get guests who pay the full price. It's preferable to test it out with recently opened Airbnbs, properties with fewer reviews, or properties located a little outside of the city center. Why not inquire if you're looking to make a last-minute reservation and the host doesn't automatically provide a discount? Create a compelling argument and ask away. Be flexible and use the plus-minus feature. If you have the time, travel to your destination a few days earlier if you intend to stay somewhere for a week or longer, ideally more than a week. Just spend a couple of nights at a budget hostel or hotel and use this time to contact potential Airbnb listings you want to stay in for the rest of your trip. Before locking up the property, invite visitors to come and take a look. Many hosts will be happy to meet with you and show you around. Despite the fact that this doesn't technically qualify as an Airbnb discount, the plus-minus feature can significantly reduce the cost of your lodging. Your ability to be flexible with your travel dates may allow you to potentially save a significant amount of money. You have the option to search for an Airbnb accommodation using exact dates or plus 1, 2, 3, or 7 days. By doing this, the Airbnb search function will look for accommodations that are available during your date and a few additional days. You'll be able to locate the best prices this way. Find a cheaper alternative for the same accommodation. Despite being one of the most well-liked options for lodging reservations, Airbnb is by no means the only one. There's a good chance the host will also list their home or apartment on other platforms. Additionally, since they all charge varying amounts for their hosts, it's possible their prices are listed at various prices on various websites. Try searching for it on Booking.com or VRBO to see if you can reserve it for less money. However, you can choose to book a non-refundable reservation if you're still committed to your old habits and don't want to depart from your go-to Airbnb. Of course, this one's a little riskier. Depending on the listing, you'll be able to cancel up to a few days in advance or up to 48 hours after making the reservation on Airbnb. The non-refundable booking option is an additional choice. You can use this to reserve an Airbnb at a discounted rate, but you can't cancel it to get a refund as the name implies.